In this explainer, we're going to go over all the key words and phrases you need. Seriously, by the end of this, you'll be ordering like you've been doing it your whole life. First, we'll tackle the must-know vocabulary. Then, we'll jump into a real-life story, and to wrap things up, a fun little quiz to see what you've learned. Let's start with the basics. First up, the menu. That's just a list of all the food and drinks, right? Simple. Then you have your main dish. That's the biggest part of your meal, like the pasta or the steak. A drink is, well, something to drink. Water, juice, you name it. When you're all done, you ask for the bill. That's the piece of paper telling you how much to pay. And finally, the tip. This is that little bit of extra money you leave for the waiter if the service was great.
All right, now let's talk about the people and the actions. The person who comes to your table and helps you out, that's your waiter. The action of choosing your food is to order. And hey, if you're not sure what to get, you can ask them to recommend something. And when the food comes, hopefully, it's absolutely delicious.
So how do you actually ask for what you want? Super easy. The two most polite and common ways are "I'd like" and "Can I have?" You just say, "I'd like the chicken pasta, please." See? So simple, and it sounds really natural.
Now, here's a great tip for when you're just not sure what to get. You can ask the waiter, "What do you recommend?" This is a fantastic question. It shows you trust their opinion, and they usually point you to the best stuff on the menu.
So you've finished your amazing meal. Now what? Time to pay? All you have to do is catch their eye and politely say, "Could we have the bill, please?"
All right, quick recap before we move on. Remember these? We have menu, main dish, drink, bill, and tip. Then we have our people and actions: waiter, order, recommend, delicious, and the super important phrases: "I'd like," "Can I have," "What do you recommend?" and of course, "Could we have the bill, please?"
So let's jump into our little story. It's called My First Time Ordering Alone.
So, picture this. Tonight, I decide to go to a cozy little restaurant just around the corner from my house. And it's my first time ever ordering by myself in English. A waiter comes over, smiles, and hands me the menu.
He looks at me and asks, "Are you ready to order?" Okay, my heart's beating a little fast. I'm a bit nervous, but that's okay. I just take a breath and really look at the menu. And then I see it, a pasta dish that looks so good. Delicious.
The pasta looks amazing, for sure. But then I think, hey, this is my chance to practice. So I look up at the waiter and I ask him, "What do you recommend?"
And wouldn't you know it, he recommends the chicken pasta. It was meant to be. So I smile, feeling a little more confident, and say, "I'd like the chicken pasta, please."
Then he asks the next logical question. "Would you like a drink?" I've got the perfect phrase for this. "Can I have a glass of water, please?" He jots it all down. A little while later, he brings out my main dish and my water. And let me tell you, the food was incredible. So delicious. So after I've enjoyed every last bite of my amazing meal, it's time to go. I get the waiter's attention and I say, "Could we have the bill, please?" He brings the bill right over. I pay, leave a little extra tip because the service was fantastic, and I walk out of that restaurant just feeling so happy and proud. Time to test that knowledge.
Okay, question number 1. What do you say when you want to ask for your food in a nice, polite way? I'll give you a second to think.
Got an answer? You're right if you said, "I'd like," or "Can I have?" Either one works perfectly. What's that list of all the food and drinks called?
Yep, you got it. It's the menu.
Okay, last one, and this one's for you. What's the magic phrase you use when you're ready to pay? Go ahead and drop your answer in the comments. You all did an amazing job today. Seriously, great work. Thanks so much for hanging out with me for this explainer, and happy ordering.